Welcome to the YouTube channel of Anita Smith Yoga. AnitaSmithYoga.com is your online guide to yoga and wellness with practices that are safe, accessible and informative and are filmed in beautiful New Zealand. On the website you will find the practice you need. We offer various styles of yoga, qigong, meditation and more. Or choose a focus, for example, a class to strengthen your back, or a class to help you rest and restore, or maybe a class to help boost your energy. Classes range from 2 minutes to over an hour. We also guide you through your yoga journey with weekly class suggestions, monthly themes, and wellness programs. Head over to AnitaSmithYoga.com and start your free trial. When you sign up, you get immediate unlimited access to our library of advert-free videos. So go on and join our community of yogis from around the world. Go to AnitaSmithYoga.com and start your free trial now. Hi beautiful yogis, this flow class is going to be mainly based on the floor, so a floor-based flow class, and we're going to be focusing mainly on the shoulders. Of course we'll move other parts of the body, but our main focus today is around the shoulder region, so kind of creating a bit more space and freedom and lightness around that area. So for this practice, you might want to have a towel or a blanket, something that you can kneel on. Also, you might want to have a strap or a belt, so if you need to grab those, then just grab them. The belt is optional. You don't have to use it. It can just help us get a little deeper into the shoulders. So if you don't have a belt, you can also use, like from a robe, a dressing gown, you can use a strap belt from there, or even an old belt that you may have lying around at home. So I'm going to start seated, or actually rather kind of kneeling in a wide-kneed child's pose. So if that doesn't work for you, I'm going to show you the alternative now. So for child's pose, the alternative is a seated child's pose, and that will be seated with the feet out in front, knees bent, and you've just got your feet a comfortable distance from the body, and you rest your head down. Maybe it's supported, you can have your arms where it feels nice. So that's your kind of alternative for a child's pose. And if you're going to join me in child's pose, if possible, we're going to take a regular child's pose with the knees and the legs together, toes and feet together. Now this is where you could have some softness under the ankles. You could be sitting on some support as well, sometimes a little nicer on the legs, or you can have padding under the knees. So just check if child's pose works. If not, take the knees a little wider. It's normally a little bit softer. And you've also got that seated option. So child's pose, we're going to come into any variation, just find your shape. And when you come into your child's pose, again, you can have the arms out in front, head resting on support, or even having your hands support the head. You can have the hands back. Just whatever feels good. You want the shoulders to be relaxed. Shoulders being our main focus, of course. So just feel that you can come to a position that's nice and comfortable. I'm just going to take a few moments here. So take a nice big breath in through the nose. Take a really long breath out through the mouth. Take another big breath in through the nose. Breathing into around that shoulder area, exhale out through the nose or the mouth, softening the shoulders, feeling any tension just melt away. Another breath like that. Exhaling again through the nose or the mouth, just sinking and softening that whole shoulder area. Beautiful. And then with your next breath, I'm going to lift up. And just come up to a kneeling position. So if you're in your child's pose or wide-kneed, you can stay as you are. If you're in your seated position, and you can just stay there as well. We're just going to start to move the arms a little bit. So if you are seated, you just move the arms. If you're in this child's pose, then you can move down and reach the hands back, bow the head. And as you inhale, lift the hands and lift the heart. You can look up if it feels good. Exhaling to bow down again. Just moving into the shoulders. If this doesn't work to be sitting down like this, you can also kind of come up to a kneeling position as well. Let's take a few more. Inhaling. So you can move the hands back as far as possible. Exhaling to fold down. And take about 2 more. Maybe a little arch in the back, but keep the belly strong. See if you can lift the hands as high as possible. Cool. And 1 more. Nice. And from here, we're going to come to lie down on the belly. So, coming to lie down, stretch the toes back. If you need to tuck the toes, then you can. Have the hands under the shoulders. Pull the elbows alongside the rib cage. Pull the hands back, the shoulders back. And as you take your next inhale, lift to a little moving cobra. I'm going to take 3 of these. Exhaling down. Inhaling, lifting just as high as you can. Doesn't have to be too high. Exhale down. Inhale, lift up. Roll the shoulders back. Stretch the heart. Exhale down. Tuck the toes. Coming back to a wide-kneed child's pose this time. If you can't take your wide-kneed child's pose, take that seated option with the knees a little bit apart. So if this doesn't work for you, then you're going to be like this with some support under the knees. And we're going to inhale, lengthen through the spine. If you're seated, you just lift the hands up to the sky. And as you exhale, walk the hands over to the right as far as you can. And exhale and sink the head, soften the shoulders. So you're getting this really nice pull into this left side of the shoulder and the left side of the body. Take a couple more breaths here. Really feel that really kind of delicious lengthening, stretching, creating space along that left side. Beautiful. Next breath in brings you back to center. And then exhale, walks your hands over to the other side as far as you can go, as long as you can sink that right sit bone down still. Couple more breaths here. Couple more breaths here, just really stretching out that right side. One more breath. And when you finish your exhale, the inhale brings you back to center. Beautiful. Inhale, launch forwards. Bring the knees and the feet in line with the hips. We're coming onto the belly again. Great. Hands under the shoulders. Elbows hug in. Shoulders pull back. Inhale, lift your cobra. Lift the kneecaps as well. Don't engage the legs. Stay lifted. Exhale, look over your right shoulder. Inhale back to center, staying lifted. Exhale, look over your left shoulder. So a little twist around the shoulders. Inhale back to center. Exhale down. We'll take that 2 more times. Inhale to lift. Keep strong through the belly. Exhale, roll and twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, down. And then 1 more. Inhaling up. Exhale, a little twist and roll, looking back to your right foot if you can. Inhaling, looking forwards. Exhaling, looking back to the left. Inhaling, center. Exhale, down. Beautiful. Tuck the toes. This time we're coming up to hands and knees. So from here you can have your padding underneath of your knees if you wish. Left hand plants down. Thread the needle. Inhale, reach the right hand to the sky. Exhale, bring that right hand to the back of the hand, slides along the ground, behind the left arm, back of the right hand, right arm, right shoulder, and coming to rest here. Now I'm going to press down with the feet. You can keep your left hand where it is. You could stretch it out. Or you can see if you can roll that right shoulder a little bit more under and place the palms together. Again, you can stay here. Or, final alternative is to inhale, lift that left hand up, back as far as you can, exhale down. 2 more breaths. One more. Beautiful. Plant that left hand back onto the mat. Inhale, reach the right hand to the sky, stretch it out, open the chest on the right side. Exhale down. Cool, we'll do that on the other side. Right hand plants down. Inhale, lift the left one up. Exhale, come into your thread the needle. So the back of the left hand, left shoulder. Position that right hand where it feels good. Press down with the toes to really steady through the lower body. If you want to roll that left shoulder under a little bit more, than do. Right hand on top of the left. And from here, inhale, lift. And lower. 2 more. Beautiful. Right hand slides onto the mat. Inhale, lift that left hand up to the sky. Exhale the hand down. Again, coming onto the belly, coming forwards. In fact, let's walk the hands forwards. Pull the hips forward so you've got kind of a straight line between the head and the knees. Press down through the hands and slowly lower down onto the belly. So a little bit of strength for the arms and the shoulders. Wiggle yourself back so you're on your mat. And from here, let's reach the hands back. We're going to take locust pose. Point the toes back, reach the hands back. Exhale fully. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Now if you can interlace the hands, do. 2 more breaths. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Beautiful. Rest the hands and rest the body. Place the hands wherever it feels good. Rock the hips. Moment here. Great. So from here, we're going to bring the hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes, lift up. You can also just roll onto your back. We're going to come to rest on the back, but you can just kind of roll over if you can still see the screen. Otherwise, we're just coming around, just feeling that we can come to rest down on the back body. You can have the knees bent to start with. And then from here, let's move a little more to the left side of the mat. I'm going to stretch the legs out long. Keep your hips on the left side of the mat and move the feet over to the right. Legs and feet. I'm going to take a side bend like a banana pose. Move the head and the upper body to the right. And then reach the arms up above the head. Get your right hand and hold the left wrist. If you want to cross the left ankle over the right, then do. Take a big breath in. Exhale, pull gently over to the right with that right hand so you get that nice pull into the shoulder, into the side body. One more breath here. And then coming all the way back to center, releasing. Moving to the other side of the mat, the right side of the mat. Plant your hips, just move the feet and the legs to the left. Move the upper body to the left, the head and the chest. Hands up above the head, left hand holds right wrist. Gently pull to the left. If you want to cross the right ankle over the left, then do. Beautiful. And then coming back to the center. And then from here, once you're in the middle of your mat again, we're going to come to a moving bridge pose. So, bend the knees, have the feet on the ground. Have the feet really close in towards the sit bones. And this is where you can have your strap. So, I feel if you want to grab your strap, then do. Otherwise, like I said, you don't need the strap. But if you do have it handy, grab hold of it. And you're going to hold the buckle in one hand and just have the hands nice and wide. So, heels come into the sit bones, long through the spine. So if you need to have a look, then have a look, because you don't want to have your head moving to the side as we're taking this bridge pose. So otherwise, just listen to the instructions. Press down with the feet with all 10 or however many toes you've got. And as we inhale, we're going to peel the tailbone off, hips off, lower back off the ground, coming to our bridge pose, staying looking up to the sky. At the same time, the arms come up above the head and as far back as you can, maybe touching the ground. If it's really easy, take the hands a little closer. If it's too hard, take the hands a little wider. So just get your positioning, lift up through the hips as feet press down, exhale, release down. Beautiful. 2 more times. Inhaling. Exhaling. This time we're going to inhale and stay up in our bridge pose. Strong belly, move the knees away from the body. Keep the hips high. Exhale, bring the hands down. Inhale the hands up above the head. Strong through the back and the belly. One more time. Lowering all the way down. And then we'll make those movements again, 3 movements, just with the arms moving up with the inhale, hands up and over the head, touching the floor behind your head, coming back down. 2 more. And 1 more. Beautiful. And then from here we can get rid of that strap, just place it to the side. I'm going to come to a twist. So if you're pregnant, you're not going to twist, you're just going to rest, connect to the belly. But if you're not pregnant, then you could have your support over to the right side if you wish. I'm going to take the right leg, stretch it out, and place it on the left front corner of the mat. I'm going to take the left knee into the chest, hold on to it. I'm going to take a twist to the right. So your right hand's going to guide your left leg across to the right. Like I said, support it if you need to. See if you can press down with the elbows, roll the back of the body, back of the shoulders onto the mat. Look to the left if you feel that's okay, and lift that left arm up. You can lift the right arm as well if you want, but mainly that left one. Take a few breaths here. And then next breath, coming out of that twist, releasing. And then if you're using your support, just place it over on the left side. We're going to stretch out the left leg, place it on the right front corner of the mat. Take the right knee into the chest. Left hand holds the right knee. Big breath in. Exhale over into the twist. Use support if you need to under that right knee. Press down with the elbows. Roll the shoulder blades onto the back. Maybe look towards the right with the eyes. And then that right arm rolls out to the side, or if you can, up above the head. Nice spinal twist. Also feeling the pull into the shoulder. Last breath here. Inhale to roll onto the back. And then from here, I'm going to take our Shavasana just a few moments. So just get the body settled. Maybe pull the knees in. And if you want to have your feet on the ground, then you have your feet on the ground, knees bent. Otherwise, we can stretch the legs out. Place the hands where it feels good. On the body or alongside the body. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Sinking into the stillness. Feeling the breath floating through the body. And starting to deepen the breath. Starting to gently move the body, hands and the feet, wrists and ankles. If it feels good as you inhale, stretch the body long. As you exhale, bring the hands alongside the hips, the feet to the ground. Let's stay here or rock the knees from side to side or pull the knees in. You can roll to whatever side feels good. If you're pregnant, roll to the left. Otherwise, whatever feels the nicest. I'm going to roll towards you, towards the sun. Next breath in, lifting up. Finding a comfortable seat, however your body may look in that. Resting the hands long through the spine. Feeling that sense of spaciousness, of lightness around the shoulders. With the next breath in, reach the hands out and up. Gazing up if it feels good. Exhale to bring the hands down to the heart. Inhale as you lift the heart. Exhale as you bow your head down, honoring your heart. Releasing the hands to the legs, lifting the head, and slowly blinking the eyes open. And namaste. So, beautiful yogis, I hope you enjoyed that floor-based flow practice. A really lovely way if you are feeling a little tired but you still want to move. It's just such a great way. Also, if you're feeling a little flighty, it's a nice way to stay grounded because you're fully connected to the floor, to the mat. So, wishing you a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you for watching the YouTube channel of Anita Smith Yoga. AnitaSmithYoga.com is your online guide to yoga and wellness with practices that are safe, accessible and informative and are filmed in beautiful New Zealand. On the website you will find the practice you need. We offer various styles of yoga, qigong, meditation and more. Or choose a focus, for example, a class to strengthen your back, or a class to help you rest and restore, or maybe a class to help boost your energy. Classes range from 2 minutes to over an hour. We also guide you through your yoga journey with weekly class suggestions, monthly themes, and wellness programs. Head over to AnitaSmithYoga.com and start your free trial. When you sign up, you get immediate unlimited access to our library of advert-free videos. So go on and join our community of yogis from around the world. Go to AnitaSmithYoga.com and start your free trial now.